Augie Garrido and Mark Payton in-house. And Coach, always good to have you. Mark, thanks for coming in. Let's go ahead and start with you. What was your reaction once you saw that you're going to the Houston Regional?
Well, it was a combination of relief, a sigh of relief, because until the committee really does make the final decision, you just don't know where you're going to fall or if you're going to be in. We played our way into the tournament legitimately, but sometimes it gets confusing. And even one year we were co-champions of a league before I came here, and they took the other champion and the third place team and left us out. So
yeah,
anything can happen.
You had some bad luck at Cal State, also some tough draws here at the University of Texas. We're not going to get into that.
Right.
Any expectations heading into the selection show?
Not really. There was a lot of speculation last week and leading into this week. A lot of the pseudo selection site were talking about us going to Seattle, Washington, and playing up there, and so we've been all over the place.
It's good food. You would have liked that.
But obviously, going to a place that we're familiar with will help the players stay focused, and I think they're excited about it. But Mark knows better than I do about the team.
Now let's get to Mark. Mark, you were drafted high. I mean, you had a good chance to go and play pro ball. One of the main reasons you decided to come back for your senior season, you even tweeted it. You said, "I want to get a ring." Well, you're one step closer now to getting that ring. You are back into the NCAA playoffs. And what is it going to take for you guys to advance?
Just play our style of baseball. I feel like we have had spurts of it in different times of the year where we've played our game, and then spurts where we haven't played our game. It just all needs to come together at the right time, and I believe we have a team that, if it does come together at the right time, it's going to be very hard to beat.
When you're playing your game, what does that game look like?
Pitching the ball well, of course. We're making, getting our outs on time, not giving away any outs, and then obviously putting together quality at bats, moving runners, two-out hitting. When it all comes together, that's a team that's going to win.
Now, Coach, you said before that you actually were going to be practicing during the selection show, but weather kind of stopped that. It was raining here in Austin, so you guys decided to go in and watch it. What was it like watching the team's reaction once they saw that they were in and playing Texas A&M?
Well, I think the reaction was about being in the tournament.
Right.
I think the reaction was going to Houston is a good thing. We recognize the fans' point of view and the importance of a Texas A&M matchup, but we're in the tournament to win it, and that means Rice will be a very good team. And I don't know much about the fourth seed at this point in time, but somehow they always play well in that tournament. They have nothing to lose and everything to gain. But I think our own point of view, and Mark again could confirm this from the players' point of view, is that we're in it. We play our game. We can win. We're in an environment that we're used to, and it's a good thing for us.
I got a text from someone who was around you guys whenever it came out, and he said that you were pretty fired up as a team that you're going to be facing Texas A&M. Why?
Like Coach said, I think it was more just like an emotional, like, we're back in. We're one of those 64 that has a chance to win a national title, and I think that was more what the rejoice was about, more than playing Texas A&M. Obviously, they're a great ball club. They're in the tournament just like us, and every game is going to be hard fought, and to the final out.
Do you still get excited? You've been doing this for a long time on Selection Show Monday.
Absolutely, because
the butterflies are still there.
Well, the butterflies are still there, and I think that because it's about the relationships and that you have with the players and your staff, and that's really where all the good things happen. And to get a feeling of success that comes along with this accomplishment, and recognizing the opportunities. The farther this team goes, the more they win, and if they win the national championship, it'll be a lifetime experience that they'll never forget. That's been the experience I've had with it. Players stay bonded forever as a result of this kind of thing.
Well, Mark, only the senior class of this team has actually played in regional ball and really played far. I mean, you've been there, you've been to Omaha, so that's obviously huge. What's the difference? I mean, how does a game step up?
I think obviously it's a baseball game. The baseball game's not going to change. It's going to be louder. There's going to be more emotion into every single inning. But that's, where, those upperclassmen have to, stay in line, where our emotions can't get out of line. We have to show these younger guys how to keep the emotions in check and not let something too big become even bigger and just play the game of baseball.
Do you feel like the team's gotten better at that throughout the year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the younger guys have really matured. They came in with the right attitude since day one, and they've really, proved a point of how they're going to play baseball, and it's really helped us.
Coach, a lot of people on the outside would say, okay, you were 2-0, you were set up in perfect spot to get to the Big 12 tournament title game. But when I talked to you, you said, you know what, even in those 2 losses, we learned a lot and we're getting better. What are you getting better at?
Yeah, I think the leadership of the team. I think Mark has played a key role in this. Nathan Thornhill has played a key role in this. Their coming back was great testimony to the pride that they have as a Longhorn in the program and the trust that they have in the people that are going to be playing alongside of them. And I think that I just think that it's a very exciting time, and the leadership has shifted from the coaches being the motivators and providing the inspiration to the players motivating and inspiring each other with the success of the fundamentals of the game of baseball and their commitment and the spirit in which they're playing the game.
Player-driven club now. All right, you've already played Rice. You've already beaten Rice 2 out of 3, including 1 at Reckling Park. How does that help you, and how does that help the team's psyche heading into this if you do face them down the road, being the 1 seed?
Well, I'll give that one to Mark because I think he has a better feeling for the players' reaction than I do.
All right, Captain, what do you got?
I mean, obviously it's a familiar environment. We've played against Rice at Rice, like you said, and it was a good game. I mean, it's a baseball game, the mound's not changing, the bases aren't changing.
Still 66?
Everything's the same,
yeah.
And that's why we got to keep it. The fans are going to heckle us and do whatever. We got to keep that out of our mind and just play baseball and just have fun doing it.
And maybe heckling you, they're going to be cheering you too. You've got Texas fans, Rice fans, you've got Texas A&M fans. It's going to be a lot of fans. It's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, welcome back to the tournament. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you.